Oh, wait a minute. Are you saying that the reason that this divorce rate is so high is not because something is wrong with love? It's because we got a relationship with money that is a little unhealthy. We bring that into the marriage.
Welcome
to the J&O Show,
where we talk about
things that we were never told them, Jay.
And I'm O.
And now you know.
If you guys are new to our channel, please make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure you turn on those post notifications so you can know when we upload, because you never want to miss an episode. Also, if you guys are new here and you have ideas for show topics, go ahead and drop them down below in the comment section and write #next show, so that way we can easily filter through and give you more of what you want. All right, so today, guys, we are actually going to be doing a reaction video to Mediocre Tutorial and Reviews, aka MTR. Shout out to him. The video is entitled "Simps Getting Called Out in Public." Just real quick, not click, quick. The reason why we're going to be doing this video specifically is because we wanted to speak to a lot of the misinformation that's out there when it comes to marriage and when it comes to love. That's all I'm gonna say about that for right now, because I don't want to make the video too long. So we're gonna go ahead and play this clip, and then we're gonna come back. You wanna see what we're talking about? All right, here we go.
Say there's a woman in a room with 10 men, and all 10 men are telling her how beautiful she is and how amazing she is, and they're lighting her cigarette and buying her drinks and just treating her like gold. Then all of a sudden, in walks the 11th man. He takes one look at her and says, "Hey, how you doing?" Turns his back on her and starts talking to his boys. That's the guy she wants to be with, the 11th man. Not any of the 10 men who were treating her well all night, but the one guy who couldn't care less. For some reason, women don't want nice. They don't want real. They don't want to be treated well. I mean, not at first, and sometimes not ever. And I think that's crazy. And I refuse to play that game, or, get a girl by pretending that I don't like her. I want to be with a woman who's real, who digs it when I'm nice to her, who doesn't see that as weakness, or take me for granted when I tell her that I think she's more amazing than anything else in the entire world. But fortunately, most women aren't like that. They say they are, and deep down inside, they want to be.
The music in the background, though. Like, yo, what in the world was that? Yikes! So, yes, my man, that's life. We still in high school. It's been happening since we was teenagers. It just hasn't changed. That's anything I'll say about that?
Pretty much.
That's pretty much it. Yeah. All right, where we go. Okay, let me see. I know what he's about to say, so I'm gonna back it up so we can get the full effect. Okay, here we go.
Like that. They say they are, and deep down inside, they want to be.
As beautiful, as romantic as that may sound, I think 100 years ago, you might have a point, my young scholar. But thanks to the Hollywood fixation, the myth of infatuation disguised as love, and consumerism disguised as romance, many people have this Disney fantasy stuck in their head as their ideal love scenario. You guys gotta understand that this idea of love is concocted within our media, and it is sold separately to this idea and institution of marriage. So although this poor sap is demonstrating the typical ideologies of many married men today, you could take a look at the divorce rate and say to yourself, that's funny. That don't look like it's working out too well for y'all. You guys must understand this. How you're supposed to conduct yourself as a man in society is created by the consumerism that appeals to women. There's so many false narratives out there about how you should act. And when they try to contain you or put you in a box, they call that toxic masculinity. Bad boy appeal has the typical stereotypes of not following the tradition or the norms of society. But this is a form of dominance and self-agency, which at its core is the pinnacle of masculinity. And we all know that women like to date up on the dominance hierarchy, thus the bad boy is seen as more appealing. So as a modern man, and understanding that, take what you want with that information, do what you want with it, but do understand that where it comes from.
It was a lot to unpack. in that one. I wanted to stop him many times. I'm not even gonna lie. I just didn't know if we was gonna get through the video.
Bruh.
Ooh, man. Sheesh. Well, did you want to start or you want me to start?
No, you can go ahead.
No, I can start. All right, I can start. Okay, look. Okay. As far as the whole romantical thing, romance, Disneyfication. Okay, I agree. There is Disneyfication there. There's definitely something that is sold for money and all of that other stuff. And unlike MTR and the Reverend Minister, Kevin Samuels, I don't believe that it's something that's new that was invented for greeting cards. Why do I say this, Jermaine? Because the self-proclaimed Christian, I was baptized since I was a little boy. By the way, so was the rich young ruler, but he didn't quite stand for Jesus when the time came. But anyway, just throwing that out there.
Bruh.
The Rev Minister, as I like to call him, jokingly, also has said some things about love and romance and things of that nature. And I get it. I understand. It's overdone. And a lot of people are getting a misrepresentation of love. It is an aspect of love. It is not all there is, nor is it not love just because it's not all of it. I've heard since I was young about 3 different types of love. 3 different types that they use in the Bible when they was writing. I heard of 3, right? I recently decided to look it up. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so it's just like, okay, they expanded the mess out of it.
Yeah.
Right? And they all have all of these different definitions. Let me grab this right quick because I believe I have it up over here. And since I don't need this one for the speakers, I could throw what they have. Different types of love. The main 3 that I saw in the Bible, right? Eros, which is physical or sexual love. Philos, meaning affection or friendship, and agape is sacrificial or unconditional love of God. Those are the ones that they were using when they were writing the Bible, and they were trying to use the specific word to describe the type of love it is.
Right.
And it has since then been greatly expanded. Those are the 3 types, right? But that doesn't really give you the entire spectrum, because when they're talking about stuff like infatuation, is that a form of love? Is it a form of love? We did a video quite some time ago
Called The Stages of
called
Love.
The Stages of Love.
Insert here.
Yes. And the first stage of love is an infatuation stage.
It is.
It's the attraction stage. It's the, hey, I like him. I like her. They're sexy. Let me go and talk to them. That's what that do. It brings people together, right?
It is.
Stage 2, commitment. I like you. I want you to be my boyfriend. I want you to be my girlfriend. I don't want you to be with nobody else but me. That's commitment stage.
Yes.
Stage 3, disillusionment. Oh, you a regular person.
I didn't know you was really like that.
Your farts stink.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Your breath really smell like that. Dag, I didn't know you farted. You poop.
Bruh.
Who would have thought you pooped? All of that, right? Or even the bigger things, like you have communication problems. You're a little toxic. All of that stuff comes out in stage 2.
You got issues.
You got issues like everybody else on the planet. Who would have thunk it? I thought you were perfect.
Right.
Right? That's stage 3. Stage 4, they called it real love. That's when you see the stuff and you decide to love them anyway. Right? Stage 5, the building stage. We got through all of these stages. We down for each other forever. As far as we can concern, let's build together.
Right. Sorry, go ahead.
Let's build and let's grow. That's all I was going to say anyway.
No, I was going to say, which most people don't get to this stage.
Most people don't get to stage 5.
Yeah, most people stop at stage 3.
Right.
Because they get the shock of their life. They be like, what?
Yeah.
Like you said, I didn't know you pooped.
Your teeth ain't white.
Yeah, like I didn't know all that about you.
Oh my goodness.
I'm out.
Bruh.
Yeah.
So yeah, people usually tend to leave around stage 3. So they
Right.
never get to 4 and 5.
Right.
Hence what he started to talk about as far as the high divorce rate.
Mm-hmm.
But people don't understand that all of this is a part of love.
Yes.
Because there's stages to it.
Right.
There's levels to this thing,
Right.
man.
It is.
Just like with anything, like I don't know, when you building a house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you don't just
levels.
You don't just boom, the house just appears, right? You got levels. You got your foundation, okay, which is the most important.
Speak on it.
Because if you ain't got that together, your house is gonna fall over.
Yes, sir.
Right? So you got
Don't be ashamed to call his name.
So you got different levels. Then you got to put up your beams and your drywall, whatever the other stuff is. I'm not a contractor, so I don't know.
It's okay.
But y'all understand. You rocking with me. You understand the point. You understand the point. All right.
Right.
It's levels to this thing, and love is no different. Being in a relationship, having a life partner, choosing to spend your life with someone is the biggest decision you will ever make.
That's right.
In your life.
Right.
So why, Partel, do people not think that one is something that you need to spend time investing in? Like investing in yourself as far as making sure that you are a whole person so that you can contribute to your relationship.
And we're not talking about your bank account.
Yeah.
Work on communication.
Let me explain something real quick to y'all.
Work on patience.
So for those of you who think that getting the bag is the most important thing, don't get married.
Yeah, please.
Don't.
You killing the rate.
Yeah, because you guys are the reasons why these statistics are so high.
Oh, wait a minute. Are you saying that the reason that this divorce rate is so high and the number one or number two reason that people always go for divorce is finances? It's not because something is wrong with love. It's because we got a relationship with money that is a little unhealthy. We bring that into the marriage.
Hey.
So maybe it got nothing to do with love, but everything to do with our relationship with money. You think that's what it is?
That's what it is.
Oh, go ahead and speak what you're going to speak then.
That's exactly what it is. So, like I said, for those of you who think that getting the bag is the most important thing, don't do it. Because you're destined to fail.
Yes.
Marriage is not about whether or not this person has enough money to bring to the table and they have enough money to bring to the table. Because guess what? Money is fleeting.
Yep.
You could be rich today and broke tomorrow.
Ask Kanye West.
Bruh.
Wasn't he rich, then broke, then rich,
again?
rich? I mean, like rich,
Not
though.
like
Like,
really
big
rich.
rich.
Yeah.
Like he went past. Anyway, that's how money is fickle.
Yeah,
Go
but
ahead.
that doesn't last. Okay, so when you're thinking about building, when you actually want to have a relationship with someone, you have to think about things that stand towards the test of time. Money is not one of them. Money, don't get me wrong, money helps.
It is important.
It is important because
Yes.
you need it. But the issue, you see this right here?
Right there. Hold on, let me get my
That,
finger in there.
that right there.
Right
that,
there. That
okay.
right there. Yeah.
That, you see this?
Yes.
See it? Hold
Yes.
it. Hold it.
Yes.
Hold it.
Yes.
The issue is the love of money.
Yes.
Okay? Even the Bible says it.
Yes.
The love of money is the root of all evil.
Yes.
So if you're fixated on how much money, you know what I'm saying, you guys have obtained or can obtain or what have you, and that is your main focus going into the marriage, you're doomed to fail. You are. So just don't do it.
Yeah. Just
Don't-
stay where you at.
Just
stay single.
stay single.
Stay single.
Stay
Get
single.
your house. And guess what? Everyone is not meant to be married.
Right.
Everybody
That
is
too.
not meant, like sometimes, and here's the thing, it's not even, because you don't have the personality and everything. Everybody is not meant to marriage because the work that you have to do will not allow you the time for marriage.
Right.
It will not allow you to develop the skills necessary to be married. If you would have told me that Steve Jobs would not have been eligible to be married because his work was too big to do, I would have like, you know what? You might be right. And the rest of the world is grateful for your sacrifice because what you contributed to society was so big that you probably couldn't do, because marriage takes time.
Yes.
It takes effort. It takes commitment. You can't think that you're going to go and get married and have children and just not be there. So if you have a career that is so involved that you have no time to give to a wife or to build to your relationship or to give to your children to help raise them, you probably shouldn't have them. And maybe for the betterment of our entire society, that is where you need to be.
Right.
Martin Luther King would not have been married. I might have been okay with that. He did a pretty big thing. If Malcolm X was not married, I might have been okay with it. He had huge contributions to society. Everybody will not have the time. For instance, I've been thinking about this a lot lately. I like animals.
Okay.
I like animals. Almost all of them. Almost. Some of them that look real, disgusting. You can keep them.
Bruh.
You can keep them. But I like animals. I really like dogs.
Yes.
I've always liked dogs. I wanted a dog when I was a kid, couldn't get it. when I was like, when I get older, I'm gonna get me a dog and all of this other stuff. You know what I realized?
What you realize?
When I got older, I realized that dogs take a lot of, it's like having a baby that never grows up. But yet starts to gain the mobility of a toddler or more. But it's still a baby in the mind. So I still got to clean up after they poop. I still gotta get their food. I gotta worry about them not peeing in the house. Sometimes if they bark all night, I gotta be concerned about keeping them quiet for the neighbors. There's a lot of responsibility that comes with having a dog. I can't have one because I'm not willing to put in the work of having it. Because I have other things that are more important that I need to do. That is no different in relationships, y'all. And for people like MTR and others that have this outlook on marriage already, just stay single.
Yeah.
And stop. It's not, the problem is not love or marriage. It is that the people don't understand love. People don't understand marriage. That is what the real issue is.
Yeah.
And if a bunch of people who don't understand it and are not being taught it, because it's not a all their fault thing. We don't have a society that teaches us. We don't have a culture that teaches us about that stuff. In the 90s, they taught us about the romantic stuff.
Right.
And now they teach us about getting the bag. None of that has to do with how to make the relationship last and work.
Right.
That is what our society is right now. It teaches us about getting money. We got a whole bunch of people who live lifestyles where they act and think that they're 1% rappers that have all this money, and we all broke.
Bruh.
We all act like people that are not us.
Right.
We all want to be. We are still in high school. And we wonder why our relationships are failing because we're looking at the wrong things.
Right.
We don't got all day. I have like 32 more points.
Boy, if you don't.
That I want to go into right now. And the videos, just we gonna have to start doing like long podcast type episodes or something. I don't know. Because a lot of these have so much more that we need to dig into them and we're not able to.
Right.
Figure out what it is that you want and then work for it. Really want, not what society. A lot of us have society telling us,
right?
Yo, get your bag, get your money, be independent. Forget, we don't need no man, we don't need no women. They this and that. She a he's a dump. Like,
Bruh.
What do you want? Because at the end of the day, all of these people that are telling you to do this or to not do this are not going to be there when you can't pay your bills. They're not going to be there to save your relationship. They're not going to keep you from getting divorced. When it comes to real issues that happen in life, they're not going to be there. So worrying about what they think, you have to figure out what it is you want and figure out what do you have to do to get it and increase the probability of that thing being successful.
Right.
Put the work in. That's where I'm going to end it.
Yes.
That's where I think I'm going to end it. Are you satisfied with that? You got something else you want to kick in?
I was going to say something, but it's going to make it go too long. I'm just going to drop a link to this video right here that you guys should watch as well in regards to purpose. All right? But that's going to do it for today.
Yes.
Hope you guys enjoyed.
Yes.
Till next week. Deuces.
I don't know what I just did. That was retarded. See y'all later. Press the off button.